We keep hearing that Donald Trump is supposedly looking for an out in the this war with Iran. And if he is, I guess he's got a funny way of showing it. I understand that a lot of the threats he makes are bullshit, but these continued threats are not going to encourage Iran to make a deal or to open the Strait of Hormuz and allow all those ships that are stranded there in. This morning, Donald Trump said, first of all, who announces their battle plans in advance? And that would be assuming it was a, legitimate, lawful war for a good reason. Either way, like these people, Pete Hegseth, the Secretary of Defense, who calls himself the Secretary of War, who we warned about, I sent many emails to Joni Ernst, my senator, warning her that Pete Hegseth was nuts, and there was so much evidence between the books that he wrote, fantasizing about his fantasies with the military on the streets of America, shooting at Americans, which he tried, they tried, the administration in, Chicago, Washington, D.C., Minneapolis, Portland, Oregon, and they had to kind of pull back on that because the regular people weren't taking that shit. But companies are a different matter. Big corporations, for instance, the oil industry. Now that, the reason the price of oil is not $200 a barrel and $10 at the gas station pump, or if you're in a big city, or, $8 around here or whatever, the reason it's only up $1.50 or so per gallon since the war started is mostly because the stock traders that, are, a lot of them are paying off, the big corporations that are bribing Donald Trump to approve their mergers are also kind of keeping the price of gas, they're keeping it as low as possible until they run out or get so close to running out of the strategic reserves, that they have to raise the price more. But that's why the gas prices, even though they are extremely high compared to when the war started, are not at, the prices that were predicted, because they are going with Donald Trump's, the Strait of Hormuz is going to be open soon, or now he says it's open now, but that's obviously not true, because satellite imagery shows all the ships that are still stuck there. Goods are not getting transported like they used to be. The prices are going up dramatically and very fast at the store, as most people know who pay attention to that. And that's because, the tariffs that Trump claimed China was going to pay and that they're not, are part of it. And part of it is this war with Iran. So no deal is coming. Donald Trump is not looking for a deal. He is making a lot of money off of the fluctuation in the stock market for different things. He's getting paid by many different interests and getting bribed from many different, countries and oligarchs around the world, dictators, tech bros here in the U.S. who are liking this, these airstrikes. They get to use their surveillance. These tech company buddies of his are also making a lot of money and a lot of headway with these, what they call data centers, which are basically surveillance centers for the AI industry. Republican voters, Trump voters, are not liking that either. In my hometown, where I grew up, about 45 minutes from where I live now, I'm seeing Republicans speaking out against these data centers. It's a local issue, and that's how they treat it. A lot of them probably, hopefully by now, do understand that Donald Trump, those tech billionaires that were at the inauguration, the bribes that Trump has been taking from them have enabled mergers to go through that otherwise would not have, for these surveillance centers that are going up that people are, fighting against. Let's talk about the screw worm as well, which was eradicated. It's a flesh-eating bacteria that eats live flesh that has been eradicated in the United States since 1966. It has made an appearance now in Texas and has spread to New Mexico so far that we know. Donald Trump's, the MAGA people that are left are trying to tell you that Biden let the screwworm in, but unfortunately the screwworm only lives for a month, so anyone that could have brought it in back then, it wouldn't still be there. Doge, when Elon Musk got control of all the government agencies and took away the funding for scientific research, part of that was propagandized to you and me and everyone in the country as some waste of money that was research on the mating habits of flies. Well, turns out the sterilizing these larvae that caused the screwworm, it was these programs were keeping the screwworm from coming to our country. So that's just one of the examples that the Doge cuts have ruined for you, and that's one of the diseases that has been propagating just in the past year and a half, not even year and a half since Trump has been back with his cabinet. This time he's got a cabinet full of golf buddies that, will do what he wants, so it's worse this time, and that's one example. So you're also, nobody is getting that money back either. Supposedly this was going to be this big money saver that would lower the deficit and put money in Americans' pockets. Nobody has gotten their Doge check. The deficit is still tripling. No one's better off under Trump. I mean, even those billionaires that are making, more billions, and these stock traders that are making millions off of the market manipulation when Donald Trump does his scheduled, we got a deal going, and, so whatever. So they buy low and sell high, with their insider trading. They're not even going to end up good, because when you destroy the world, no money can buy that back. Anyway, Donald Trump needs to go. J.D. Vance is not an issue in the logic of it and the what needs to happen, because Donald Trump, or J.D. Vance, is the vice president. He's next. After we get rid of Trump, he's there. If he does the same thing, we impeach and remove him. Vance doesn't have the coalition of brainwashed people that Trump does. He has not evidenced himself to have dementia or be as bloodthirsty as Trump is with the war. So Vance is no issue. The threat of Vance being president is a Republican talking point to scare you out of supporting the removal of a psychotic, authoritarian nutball. I will talk to you next week or sometime. See you later.